Today I was reading 2 Corinthians 12:7, and it's talking about the thorn in the flesh, and it says, "Unless I should be exalted above measure by the abundance of revelations, a thorn in the flesh was given to me, a messenger of Satan, to buffet me lest I be exalted above measure." So I was asking the Lord, well, what is that talking about? And he said, well, Satan likes to test people. And so because Paul was having all these revelations, he sent a messenger, something to taunt Paul, to say, you know what, you're not really all that you think you are. So that was the thorn in the flesh, a messenger from Satan, trying to put him in his place. So then in verse 8 it says, "Concerning this thing, I pleaded with the Lord 3 times that it might depart from me. And he said to me, My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore most gladly I will rather boast in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in needs, in persecutions, in distresses, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong." So I was asking the Lord, well, what does all that mean? And he said to me, well, remember when you were little? I said, yeah. And he said you were outside playing with your sisters, and you were playing with like tea parties, and you had a cup and you put some dirt in it, and you were pretending that it was a tea, wasn't you? I said, yeah, I remember that. And he said, what did you do? What did he do? I said, I went to the fence, to the neighbour, the little boy next door, and I was just trying to offer him tea. And I said, went to the fence and I said, here, tea. And what did he do to you? I said, well, I remember him coming up to the fence, and then he knocked the cup into my face, and all the dirt went into my face, and I was crying, and I ran into my dad, and I was saying, Dad, and got him outside to come outside. And what he did was he went over to where the bully was, the little boy next door, and he started to break down the fence, and he started to climb over the fence, and I was like, whoa, whoa. And then everybody came out from that house, and they were all scared of my dad, and then they kind of started quivering and stuff. And then my dad spoke some words to them about, leaving us alone, me and my sisters. And then he came back home, and after that they never bothered us. And the Lord said, well, that's what I'm trying to tell everybody in 2 Corinthians 12:7, 7 through 10, is that, when you're weak, as far as you can't address something, and the devil's trying to taunt you, right? I'm there. I'm the one who's going to come in and take over and fight that bully for you. So that's why he's saying, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. So when we're weak, then the Lord can show up as strong, and he can go on and take that bully on, and we don't have to worry about anything. And that's why Paul was saying, therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in needs, in persecutions, in distresses, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, that I am strong. So what he's telling you is that really, like with me and my dad, when I was weak, then my dad comes in all strong. And so those bullies can't stand up against my dad. And, just like the bullies can't stand up against Christ or the Father. So they have to run. And the Lord said, well, after that, what happened? I said, well, after that, nobody touched us anymore. Me or my sisters were all very scared of us because they knew our dad was going to take care of them. And the Lord said, well, that's exactly what I'm going to do for my people. If the bullies start to come after them, I take them on, so you guys don't have to worry.